on May 19th, 1992.
May 1992.
It was May 1992, and Mary Jo Buttafuoco answered her front door at her Long Island home. She saw 16-year-old Amy Fisher pointing a gun at her face, and then she fired. Mary Jo Buttafuoco miraculously survived the close-range shot, but struggled for years as a national spotlight was thrust on the near-fatal love triangle she didn't even know about.
Mary Jo Buttafuoco, an icon for tragic reasons.
It was such a beautiful day out, I decided to go paint in the backyard. And while I was in the backyard painting, there was my doorbell rang. And I went to the front door, and there was a young teenager out in front. And she said to me, "Are you Mrs. Buttafuoco?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "I need to talk to you about your husband, Joey." And I stood outside, and that's when she proceeded to tell me that her little sister was having an affair with my husband. I didn't believe her. She reminded me of a child that was lying, but I couldn't tell about what or why. So after about a minute and a half, I said to her, I don't know what you want me to say or you want me to do. I'm going to go in the house now and call my husband and tell him you came by. And it was at that moment that I said, like an idiot, I said, "Thanks for coming by." And I turned my head to the right, and I got my hand on the screen door. And that was the last thing I remember. And that's really the beginning of this sordid, crazy event that has been going on for 21 years now.
And it was through the support of her daughter Jessica that made her feel normal again.
I was 9 years old when it all happened, when my mom got shot. I remember them not telling me what exactly happened at first, because how do you tell a 9-year-old that someone came to your front door and shot your mom in the face? Remarkable growing up now, 20-something years later, to see her so strong, and the journey that she's went through is super inspiring to me. Not only to me, I'm sure to a lot of people, but it's inspiring to know that if a woman, just a plain old housewife from Long Island, New York, can go through all of that tragedy and all of that trauma and still make it out to be an awesome lady, I can do that with my life. Anybody else can do that with their life. It's just all about how you perceive this life and what your purpose is here to do, I think.
Along with writing an inspiring book, Mary Jo is now a motivational speaker for women and for people with face paralysis.
I see a spark that's not in her anymore. And what was happening was I was aging normally on one side, and the other side was frozen. So I was kind of crooked, and people would say to me, "I thought you got shot on that side of your face," because my good side was now drooping, because the bad side was drooping in another direction. And I go, "No, it's just I'm getting old. I got shot when I was 37, now I'm 50, and it's just whatever it is, whatever it is." And I thought I was living my life, and I thought I was being good and okay and out there, whatever.
In San Francisco, I'm Lauren Bernard reporting for Academy of Art University's K-Art News.
She's